Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a 2nd win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good.
The Chiefs bring pressure and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. It's Hill, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. third down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Tyrann Mathieu's instincts as a defensive back, I believe, are second to none. And that allows him to play all over the secondary. He can line up as an outside corner, inside in the slot, and that's difficult to do because you get so much traffic in there. And then, of course, they can also move him back as a safety. Anywhere you put him, though, you know he's going to end up around the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll run for the first time with Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On the delay, this is Murray. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And an alley to run. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Yellow. 180. 52's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Nice hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
4 down, 4 down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 41, Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Normally, sure-handed Sammy Watkins had it and lost it, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw is Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Carr now on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers from last week's game for Ebron. 5 catches, 57 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Joseph on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mahomes firing complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 52-yard attempt.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 2nd down now. It's Harris, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They set up the screen to Hill.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Good job.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lane. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up. Check 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. To throw again on second down. Carr. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. This is Harris. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier, and he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. And to give this time to the tailback. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Hill, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now they'll run on the draw. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Raiders have got him. Malik Collins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now Carr throwing middle, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Murray. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the carry, it's Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 36, Carr throwing right, and that's complete. 12 yards there and a first down. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Underneath here to Hill. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 2. Carr to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They run with Harris, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Carr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down, Raiders.
Off the draw, here's Hill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr to the right side to Eric Ebron. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. To throw on third down. Carr. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Carr going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Brings up third down and 5.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Yellow, yellow. I got you.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
The throw complete here to Williams. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one.
Sack, sack, sack. Ha, got him. Single, 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 single. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Run, 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 run.
The ball carried by number 30.
Boom! Yeah, baby.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt. The kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 31, Raiders 9. Graham Gano set to kick off.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
Their own 27-yard line.
Ready? Mike's by 4. Time to go, night, night. Where's the hood? Hood? Two times, two times. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Intended for Troy Fumagalli.
Got his left. Got his left. Hey, 4 down.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Again, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Carr's pass complete to Eric Ebron. Touchdown Raiders.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So for the Chiefs, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.